Welcome to the podcast, where a passion meets purpose and limits are challenged. I'm your host, Eleonora. Let's start bending reality. Today, I would like to invite you to think about your body differently. What if your body isn't something you have? What if your body is constantly communicating with you? Not through words, through movement, through tension, through breathing, through posture, through how you respond under pressure. I have spent the last 7 years practicing handstands every single day. People often ask me, what muscles should I strengthen? How long will it take? What's the fastest way? But after coaching hundreds of people, I have realized something. The biggest obstacle is almost never physical. It's psychological. The body simply reveals it. Imagine I ask someone to enter a handstand. One person hesitates, another rushes, another stops breathing, another grips the floor with all their strength, another apologizes before they've even tried. Same exercise, different people, different reactions, different leadership patterns. The handstand isn't creating those patterns, it's exposing them. And that's why I love movement, because the body tells the story long before the mind does. One of the greatest lessons movement has taught me is this: the body remembers what the mind forgets. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt tension? Your shoulders lifted, your jaw tightened, your breathing became shallow. You didn't consciously decide to do that. Your nervous system did. Our bodies are continuously scanning the environment, asking the question, am I safe? Most of this happens below conscious awareness. And that's why awareness is the first step in transformation. You cannot change what you cannot see. One thing I often notice during coaching is that people believe they are struggling with balance. They're not. They are struggling with trusting their body, trusting the process, trusting that they don't have to be perfect. Those are not physical problems. They are leadership problems, because leadership is built on trust. Trust in yourself, trust in uncertainty, trust that you can adapt. Let's explore something together. Think about the last time you faced a challenge. Did you tense up? Did you hold your breath? Did you rush? Did you freeze? Now ask yourself, does that happen anywhere else in your life? Because the way you move often mirrors the way you live. If you constantly rush into a handstand, where else are you rushing? If you're terrified of falling, where else are you avoiding taking risks? If you never fully commit to learning the skill, where else are you staying halfway committed? If you stop trying after one failed attempt, where else are you giving up too early? The body is a mirror. The question is, are you looking? One of the most powerful things neuroscience teaches us is that the brain and the body are constantly communicating. Your thoughts influence your physiology, and your physiology influences your thoughts. Try this. Stand tall, relax your jaw, lift your chest, take one slow breath in. Exhale slowly. Notice what happens. Did your thoughts change, even slightly? That's because your body and mind are not separate systems. They are one conversation. So often we try to solve everything with thinking harder, planning more, analyzing. But sometimes the fastest way to change your mind is to change your body. I remember teaching on a yoga teacher training. At the beginning of the weekend, multiple people said, I'm not a handstand person. I smiled, because I've heard that hundreds of times. By the end of the training, something incredible happened. Not everyone could balance. That wasn't the success. The success was hearing people say, I didn't think I could do this. I realized I was holding myself back. I actually enjoyed it. I've never trusted my body like this before. Nothing magical happened. Their identity shifted because they collected evidence that contradicted an old belief. That's how transformation happens, not through motivation, through evidence. Something I love about movement is that it doesn't judge you. It simply reflects you. If your shoulders are not strong enough, wonderful. Now you know what to train. If your balance disappears when you are distracted, amazing. Now you know what to practice. If your breath becomes shallow under pressure, beautiful. Awareness creates opportunity. There is no failure, only feedback. This mindset completely changed how I coach and honestly, how I live. Leadership is not about pretending you've got everything figured out. Leadership is the willingness to observe yourself honestly, to ask, what is this challenge teaching me? Instead of, why is this happening to me? Every physical limitation becomes information, not identity. There is a huge difference between saying, I can't balance, and saying, I have not developed balance yet. One closes possibility, the other creates it. For me, the handstand became much more than a skill. It became a daily conversation with myself. Some days it asked, can you be patient? Other days, can you trust yourself? Sometimes, can you let go of perfection? And other times, can you laugh at yourself? Every practice revealed something different. And I think life works exactly the same way. Every challenge asks a different question. The question is whether we are willing to listen. So I'd love to leave you with an experiment. The next time you are exercising, do not ask, how well did I perform? Instead, ask yourself, what did my body teach me about myself today? Maybe you will notice that you rush. Maybe you will notice that you avoid discomfort. Maybe you will notice that you're far stronger than you realized. Whatever you discover, do not judge it. Get curious, because curiosity is where transformation begins. The handstand taught me something I will never forget. Your body is not your limitation. It's your teacher. Every wobble, every fall, every breath, every repetition is revealing the leader you are becoming. Not because leadership lives in the handstand, but because leadership lives in how you respond when life turns you upside down. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Bending Reality. If today's episode resonated with you, I would love to encourage you to become a student of your own body this week. Notice how you breathe. Notice how you move. Notice how you respond to challenge. Because your body may already know the answers your mind is searching for. If you would like to explore this through movement, handstands, and personalized coaching, I'd love to welcome you into my Elevate community. You can find me on Instagram at eleonora.gendelman and at elevate.method. And until next time, remember, your body isn't just carrying your story. It's showing you how to rewrite it. The body is the biography of your habits. If you found this episode valuable, please rate, review, and share with someone who would benefit as well. Thank you for choosing yourself, doing the work, and creating change. Keep living with purpose.